Hi, Ted Shaw back in the Windsor Star News Cafe. And I'm speaking with Vincent Georgie, who is the Executive Director of Windsor International Film Festival. And I'm going to hit him with three films which I hope to see and ask him for his comments. The first, and I've divided it into the first 3 days of the festival, one on Saturday, one Sunday, and one Monday. The one on Saturday I'm really interested in is called The Two Faces of January.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Tell me about that film.
That's a very, very polished European thriller. It's Viggo Mortensen, Kirsten Dunst, and Oscar Isaac, and it's a mystery in Greece. And people are not what they seem, situations are not what they seem. This is from the author Patricia Highsmith, who wrote Talented Mr. Ripley. So it's very much in that same spirit of a very elegant mystery. Very, very, very well done. Viggo Mortensen's really great. I think Oscar Isaac is probably the discovery in this. We saw him last year in Inside Llewyn Davis.
And Kirsten Dunst.
And Kirsten Dunst is fantastic.
How can you miss?
You can't miss, exactly. So a lot of star power in this film for sure, but it's all set in Europe, beautifully done. This is just a real treat, and also it's a retro treat. It's the film is set in the 1950s, I think. Very, very polished film. I think that's a really good mystery on a Saturday night.
Now, the one thing about that film is it's being shown in the Kelly.
Yeah.
And you explained to me that you've deliberately scheduled it a multiple number of times because of the fact that it's in the Kelly, and you expect a big audience.
Yeah, we expect a big audience for this film, no question at all. So we've actually scheduled it back to back on Saturday night. So it's got two main evening showings on Saturday night, so that way people can go to whatever showing makes sense. Yeah.
Sunday, I've picked 20,000 Days on Earth.
Yeah.
A semi-biographical film about the Australian singer-songwriter Nick Cave.
Yeah.
But I understand there's fictional elements. And it's only scheduled the once. Maybe you can tell us about the film first and then explain to us why it's only scheduled once and if there is an opportunity for people to see it again.
Sure, of course.
So tell us about the film first.
So 20,000 Days on Earth is a very well-made semi-documentary, semi-fiction about the life of Nick Cave, if it is really the life of Nick Cave we're watching. Very polished, very entertaining. There's pieces in it that reminded me of Searching for Sugar Man in terms of the engaging piece and sort of the introspection of the character. But there's other pieces to it that are more dramatic. It's a very, very well made film. And I mean, I don't think you have to be necessarily a big fan of Nick Cave, as I was less familiar with Nick Cave than most people, I guess.
Kind of Australia's Springsteen, isn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he was in a general way, but I still actually really appreciated the film. So let alone someone that is a fan of Nick Cave, I think they'll go wild for it. So the film is scheduled just the once on Sunday night because we're doing a sort of a music theme on Sunday night. There's Searching for Sugar Man and 20,000 Days on Earth and Life After Death before 1979. Those are all scheduled there. But we always have some wild card slots in the festival that based on demand, we actually bring some films back. So this is a film that based on demand, we can bring back later on in the festival because we always want to make sure the festival's responsive to what's popular.
So you've built slots into
We've
the
built
schedule.
some slots into the schedule that there could be some announcements later in the festival that we could bring back some favorites.
Great.
Yeah.
Terrific. So you're saved if you miss the first showing of
Yeah.
it. Sunday's pick is Gemma Bovary. Of course, the reference to Emma Bovary, the great French novel. This has an interesting combination of kind of literariness about it, but also there's a love story, kind of a strange love story, and tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, this is just a lovely film. It's beautifully shot. It's got the best of British film with the best of sort of French cinema. It's lovely in all sorts of different ways. Gemma Arterton is lovely in the role, and Fabrice Lucchini, the great French actor, mostly a theater actor, but also a bit of a film actor. It's a modern interpretation and inspiration on the classic tale of Madame Bovary, but very palatable, a very good afternoon at the movies that you'll enjoy. It's not fluff at all, but it's not a taxing film. It's just a really enjoyable, lovely, it's a crowd pleaser. I can't imagine anybody not enjoying Gemma Bovary. It's a very, very safe, enjoyable choice. Very lovely film. Yeah, I think it's just enjoyable.
Thanks, Vincent.
Thanks,
and,
Ted.
Have a good time at the films.